So this is the first concept, is that pop-up is the Pythagorean theory that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That is the Pythagorean theory of 90. What does 45, 90 mean? Remember that sum of angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. So 45 plus 45 is 45 plus 45 plus 90 is 180. The main takeaway here is the ratio of 45, 90 is 1 root 2. So this is very important. This ratio is very important. Another similar concept will pop up now. The 30, 60. In 30, 60, of course, 30 plus 60 plus 90 is 180. You see, short, long, hypotenuse. Short, long, hypotenuse. He said the short leg, long leg, and the hypotenuse is the ratio is 1 root 3. You get 10 root 3, 20. So that is how to use that ratio. Here it says area of a triangle is half base times height. I believe you know that now. Area of a parallelogram is base times height. Sides are parallel and equal. Rectangles are parallelogram, meaning that squares are parallelogram. Circles, the one our focus today because of the question we have. Circles, area of a circle is pi r squared. So the other thing that will pop up now will be the length of arc. Arc is part of circumference, then sector is part of the area. That is why when it pop up, you will notice that arc will be theta over 360 times this 2 pi r, because arc is a part of circumference, and sector will be theta over 360 times this pi r squared. I believe you already know the one that is this long line that passes through the center is the diameter, and half of it is the radius. The diameter is 2 radius. Any other line that touches 2 points of a circle like this but did not pass through the center is called what? A chord. If we join this angle from here to any part of the circle, in as much as it started from this diameter, that angle will be 90 degrees. Interior angle of a polygon is n minus 2 times 180. What is a polygon? A polygon is a geometric shape bounded by 3 or more lines. The interior angle of a triangle is 180, because triangle is 3 sides. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 times 180 is 180 degrees. But the exterior angle, no matter the polygon, the sum is 360. Now we are treating 3Ds. That is solids. You see that a cube, but it will be better to talk about a rectangular solid, because a rectangular solid is length times length, width, height. A cube is a type of rectangular solid. A cylinder is pi r squared h. But also remember that volume generally is base area times height. Alright, we have moved to coordinate geometry. One is the equation of a line of a coordinate geometry is ms plus b. The slope is the same. That is why we wrote same m, because m is slope. B is intercept on y. Intercept on y. Something is missing there. Is d equals the square root of. This is just taken from the Pythagorean theory. S2 minus S1 squared plus, not minus, y2 minus y1 squared. That midpoint pop up, we didn't talk about it. So the midpoint, even before we start the test, all this we are calling S2, S1. What could it be? It could be that a point P, 1 and 4, another point Q, 5 and 11. Doesn't matter, unless the question said that this is S1 and S2. If the question did not say, what then matters is that wherever you put S1, you have to put Y1. So that is, if you put S1, it doesn't matter. If you put S2 here, the midpoint is a new coordinate, a new point formed. such that S1 plus S2, that is the median or the mean of S1 and S2, being the S coordinate, and the y coordinate is y1 plus y2. Okay, so the mean of y1 and y2. So that's the midpoint. So now we begin this quiz. What is the hypotenuse? Equals the hypotenuse squared, h squared. Let's go. H squared plus 15 squared. Do you know h squared? 64, right? You see, this is 45, 45, 90. What do we say about 45, 45, 90? You see, I was able to write it. 1, 1, root 2. So is 1, 1, root 2. The hypotenuse is 10, so you have to put 10 here. To go back here, you have to divide by 10. 10 divided by root 2. The same thing as 10 divided by root 2. You need to process this further. 10 divided by root 2 times root 2 over root 2. We also call this rationalization. 2, thank you. You have mastered that one. So this one will be 10 root 2. And then 10 divided by 2 will be 5. 30, 60, 90. In 30, 60, 90, we have so we have for 30, 60, 90. So we remember the ratio is 1 root 3 2. Long leg is 6 root 3. This is the short leg. This is the hypotenuse. Area of triangle with base 12 and height 7. Area equals half base times height. Okay. Okay. So this is a circle. Okay, circle with radius 5. What is the circumference? Remember, the circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 times r, 2 times 5. 2 times 5. That is 10 pi. What is the area of sector? Were you able to write it? What is sector? That thing is pi over 360. Pi over 360. Okay? Not pi, I'm sorry, theta. Theta over 360 times what? So you play the concept again, pi r squared. See that, you know that 6 squared is 36. You can start from this. So this is 1 over 6 times pi times 36. 36 divided by 6 is 6. So we have 6 pi. Sum of interior angle of a heptagon. Heptagon, what is the sum of interior angle? Were you able to write it? The sum of interior angle equals what? Thank you. N minus 2 times 180. So you put 7 here. 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 times 180. That's reduced to 5 times 180. 10. Yeah, the volume. Remember length. The volume is LWH equals 5 times 4 times 3. 5 times 4 times 3 is what? 60. What matters is that S1 and S2 must S1 S11 and 2 must be together. So we can use 10 minus 2. Then we are now going to use 3 minus thank you, 8 over 4, my mistake. So we have 8 over 4, which is equals to 2. Okay, we didn't answer, so we are so 8 over 2. So we couldn't write down. So the answer is 2. The second one is asking the midpoint value. You see the midpoint value here is 2 and 2, because of course it's going to be 6 plus minus 2 over 2, comma minus 4 plus 8 over 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 4 divided by 2. So this will be 4 divided by 2 is 2, and minus 4 plus 8 is 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that this will have given us is the midpoint value. I don't know whether you were able to write it. I want to show you my own notes. You see where I wrote the midpoint value, that the midpoint value is S1 plus S2 over 2 and Y1 plus Y2 over 2. So I don't know whether you were able to check the note. If you did not check it, you take it now. Okay, so in answering this question, then you take 6 plus minus 2 divided by 2 minus 4 plus 8 divided by 2, so that 2. So it says area of circle will reduce root 7 and area of circle with diameter of root 14. Okay, the radius area of a circle depends on the radius, so we can just ask ourselves root 7 and what is the diameter of root 14. Here r equals root 14 over 2. Is that? I didn't write it, but I said it, that the diameter d is 2r. Diameter is 2r, or r is d over 2, right? We know that this is root 14, but we also know that 2 is the same thing as root 4. So this happens if you are dividing or you are multiplying, not when you are adding or subtracting. It's less than 7. Even if we don't know the answer, we know that 14 over 4 is less than 7. So 14 over 4 is 3.5. Is that? So r here is 3.5. So at the end of the day, what we are calculating is, in as much as the radius here is this is root 3.5. So root 3.5 is less than root 7. A is greater. Or if you want to know, remember that we have already concluded that A is greater. This is just for formalities. So A here equals 7 pi. You already know earlier that root 7 times root 7. You just take 1/7, so 7 pi. And the area here is 3.5 pi. Remember, you don't need to go to this all through this extent. The most important thing you want to hold on to is you want to check. Check the radius. Which one is greater? Remember what the slope